Let's go ahead and do my face routine for the morning while I tell you 4 things that my kids did this week that literally threw me over the edge. Because I have 2 kids, I'm going to give you 2 things per kid because if I made a list, it will be way too long. So these are the top 4 things that really threw me over the edge this week. Starting with my daughter, one thing that she's been doing lately is that she is dirty. She needs a diaper change. She does not like being dirty, but she refuses to let me give her a diaper change. She quite literally almost fell from her dresser because she would not let me change her diaper. Mind you, I was right there and I almost lost the baby. My cleanser, I'm gonna be using the Right Water Bright from the Face Shop. The thing that threw me over the edge, and I can't even be mad at this one, but it literally broke my heart, was the fact that I started doing sensory play with my daughter and I made homemade kinetic sand, and the way that she literally threw it on the floor the minute I gave it to her. Mind you, she didn't understand what was going on. Like, I guess once she touched it, she didn't like the texture and she just threw it. But I spent a good 30 minutes doing that kinetic sand and I had to let it sit. So watching it go directly to the floor after spending so much time finding all of the little toys, making the sand, like preparing the sensory box, I walk away because I was like about to burst in tears. And then I had to pick up the entire mess outside in our porch and I was just not having it. By the way, for my eye, I used to believe eye gel. Amazing stuff. Moving on to my son, when I tell you that one thing that he does all the time that pisses me off so bad is asking a question that he can clearly see the answer to. For example, he will come up to me in the kitchen while I'm cooking and say, "Are you cooking?" No, bitch. No. I'm just slaving over this goddamn stove because it's my favorite pastime. Now, this last one is part of his diagnosis. He is on the spectrum, and this is considered somewhat of a normal reaction or behavior every time he gets declined access to anything that he likes or wants. But it still drives me insane. So let's say I tell him, okay, it's time to get off your game. He immediately gets upset. And I get that because he has a really hard time with transition, but like, there's no reason for you to give me attitude, to be throwing doors, to be throwing stuff around. So that's something that has been driving me up the wall. But besides that, let me know down in the comments what your kids do to throw you over the edge. And like always, I'll see you next time. Bye, friend.